you see the video of the fucking monkey riding a motorcycle, pulls up and tries to steal a baby? Here's a monkey on a motorcycle that goes zipping up the street, bails off the motorcycle and tries to steal a baby, throws the kid to the ground. It's a little baby and starts dragging him away, tries to steal it.
Italian food.
Even when you eat things like pizza over there, you don't feel like you ate a brick. It's just food. It tastes great. The pasta doesn't bother you. Nothing bothers you. They're not using enriched flour. Another thing is they have heirloom flour, so it hasn't been maximized for the most amount of gluten. This is the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra. This is my new phone. It does a lot of shit that you can't get on an iPhone right now. Listen, Apple's great. I love Apple. I'm not a hater. This phone has anti-glare screen. It's way better to look at outside. Way better. Instantly, I noticed that. It charges quicker. It has all kinds of crazy shit. Like you can circle an object and Google just searches it for you. This thing translates in real time. So like you could be speaking Italian and I could be speaking English. We could have a conversation.
Well, that's one of the best things to use.
If you cut out all bread, all pasta, all sugar, if you're just eating steak, your body will hit a level and you go, this is all I need, and then you won't want to eat more. But if I'm in that same mind space, and there's a steak there, but it's next to mashed potatoes with gravy, a bowl of pasta, ice cream, then I'm going to keep going. Did you ever see the video? There's something wrong with the ceiling, and they're pulling on the ceiling, and the pythons were in the ceiling, and it collapses, and you see like 3 or 4 pythons are in his fucking ceiling. Watch this video. This is so crazy.
Oh, God.
Look at this.
Look at the size of them.
Bro. When you see that thing underwater floating around like that looks like an alien. So they had a camera deep under this oil rig and they spotted this thing with these insane long appendages. Look at the length of those. What are those things that dangle from it? What'd you call those things?
Tentacles? Legs?
Tentacles, legs. What is it? Look at the legs on it. It's like an insect. How weird it is how it has like clear bends. Like look at that thing.
It's crazy.
Man. I mean, if you saw that underwater, you would shit your pants.
100%.
And it's 100 feet. Most vegetables are starvation food, but I like salads, so I eat salads. Olive oil and vinegar is all I like on salads. I'm not like religious about it, but I know that when I'm only eating like meat and steak and eggs, I feel way better. Everything feels like it's in tune. My brain works better. My body feels more relaxed. It's a tangible thing. When I eat a lot of bullshit, I feel it. A Nigerian dude sold a fucking airport wasn't a real airport. It's bonkers.
Yeah.
Like they spent a fuckload of money. It was like in the 80s or something.
They got to make a movie about that.
Well, they should for $242 million. It's fucking
I don't
Nigeria,
even understand.
man. You're stuck and you got nowhere out. That's the way out.
Exactly.
Like you got to do what you got to do. I saw a big mountain lion from about 30 yards away. It was about dusk. It was in Utah in the mountains. I was inside my friend's truck and we were taking this corner. He hits the brakes. He goes, look at that cat. And we look and about 30 yards away under a tree is this enormous mountain lion with like a head like a pumpkin and these giant forearms. Because it's dusk, the eyes are kind of glowing a little bit. And I had binoculars, so I pick up the binos. I'm looking in its face. There's a place where people swim with wild pigs in Jamaica. Now, wild pigs generally avoid people, and they're dangerous. But in this place, people have been feeding these things for so long. They have tourist trips where people feed these pigs and swim around with them. But a friend of a friend went there and got bit. One of the pigs bit them in the ass. And it was because they didn't have any food or something like that. It's a creepy animal because they're beautiful and they're sweet. The amount of plastic that people find like in your brain. So it's coming from water pipes.
I thought our water pipes are metal.
Some water pipes are metal. So all that stuff, when water's going through that, you're picking up these little particles of plastic. You know, you cook your food in it, you drink a glass of water from the tap, in microwave. You know, you feel like one of those things you lift up and it's in a plastic bowl. All that stuff is getting you plastic. Getting off of sugar for just a few days, which is not that difficult a thing. You just give yourself a pattern for 5 days that you have to follow. This is all I'm allowed to eat. This is all. Just do it for 5 days. You get headaches. You realize how crazy it is.
Shitty headaches.
You start losing weight. Your body starts looking different. You start getting thinner. You start being less inflamed. Sugar is a monster.